Okay, so this is, what's the name? This is Newton's Outlaws sub VOD from Discord. From the Reddit Scrub Cup, which means I think everyone's below 2,500. I think he's like right at the pinnacle or like right at the peak of it. Because when people asked him what his SR was, he said 2498. So he probably threw some games to get into the lower than 2,500 range. But who knows? Maybe he was a diamond player. So as far as skill rating, it's all over the place, right? Like anyone can play in these that's below 2,500. So it's gonna be hard to gauge his teammates and like his enemies. But he forgot to start recording during the first round, so he's only recorded starting in the second round, which is chill. I don't mind it because less Lijiang for me to watch, but I also don't think that there's team comms. It's just like his voice or something. Oh, it's max SR? Okay, that makes sense. So he's playing Mei. I don't hate it. Mei is good. He said that the enemy team was running Mei. That's a good wall, actually. If he didn't reload there, I don't know why he reloaded. Did he need to reload? What happened here? Full ammo, full ammo, full ammo. Right click, right click, right click. Wall. Starts the reload? What? Why? Okay, that's the first mistake. We already found the first mistake here. That's like a free frozen diva for sure, I think. Like, that was actually a good wall because it blocked the entire team and isolated the diva. You could argue that he could have waited for the diva to come in here and then walled this off. But I think he had enough time to freeze the Mei before the Zarya got the kill. Like, before the Zarya got the bubble. It would have been close, but it... I don't know. I feel like the reload screwed him over. This is good positioning. He's playing super aggressive, and he's going to have wall up again. He could have waited a little bit longer there. I mean, he was up in their face. It secures the cap point. Not the worst thing in the world. But definitely not the best wall he could have had. This is a good wall, though. He should just go for the Lucio, which it looks like he is. His teammates probably shouldn't be able to kill that Lucio. The fact that Lucio's still alive is kind of obnoxious. And once that Mei, he should probably just be looking for a wall. Okay. I would have put the wall behind the ice block just to isolate the Mei when she came out and just made sure that she couldn't actually back out through the door. He gets the kill anyway, so it's not that bad. He knew that the Mei's wall was down though because she had used it. Like, but this is pretty good positioning. I mean, he's not like pushing up too far. He's not pushing out too. He's not playing too passively. He's like creating space for his Reinhardt to regen shield. Now he has Graviton combo. He should just wait for the Zarya to ult. I mean, if they push through, obviously you can ult, but once the Graviton comes out, it's a pretty easy. That was a bad wall. I don't think he meant to do that. I think his Zarya is holding ult too long here. It's a really good Blizzard though. Again, the teammates are not that high level, and he just walled it, yeah. Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He sounds like Sean Bud. I don't know if anyone knows who Sean Bud is, but I just heard his voice. He kind of sounds like Sean Bud. We passed 200 subs. We gotta break 300 now. Well, 250 is the next set of emotes. I don't know what my next emotes are, but feel free to sub, guys. So this is pretty aggressive. I guess he knew that the Graviton was coming out. I mean, there wasn't any way... There's no real way for him to die, right? Like, he has to get frozen to die. What? McSoda, thanks for the subscription, man. Hype. We're at 205 now, I think? 206 maybe? We're getting there. We're getting places. That was a clean round. I mean, they couldn't deal with him. The enemy team's running a comp that I think he deals with pretty well. I mean, Zarya, they don't have a Reaper. They switched to Pharah at the end, but the Pharah wasn't there at the beginning. Fire, fire, fire. Burn down chat, guys. Get it out of here. Resub. Still too.
They did just swap Farah at the end.
The May is playing better than I expected Gold May to. Yeah, I agree. I mean, maybe he's on an alt account and he's trolling me, but he's definitely, I mean, that was pretty good play. Like, he didn't get caught out of position or anything. He's like using the wall off cooldown, which is what you arguably want to do. Like right here, that's a bad wall. Like, that's the difference between good and bad, I guess. Like, if he just put the wall right behind the D.Va and just ran at the D.Va, they probably would have gotten the kill for free. Gets bopped off the map. Sad boys. He could he could do a little jump right there. Like, he's walking all the way around here, but he could have just used the wall to get across. I mean, maybe you want to save the wall anyway, but if your team is making this push without you, it's better for him to have been there faster. Maybe that Lucio lives. Maybe his, like, Reinhardt doesn't die or something. And he could have shifted there for sure. I think he's a little flustered here because his team's going to die. It's not the worst that he dies, though, there, because if he had staggered his death, it would have been worse. So I don't disagree with him dying, but he should have just made it look like he was going to die if he wanted to die, because it looked like he tried to survive there. Whereas, if he wanted to die, he could have just not put the wall up. But I think he had to die. I mean, he was going to die no matter what. Is this pre-patch? I don't think so. I think it's from yesterday's Scrub Cup. So this is a good wall. Like, probably could have hit shift. His Reinhardt probably could have charged. He needed better health. You could probably blame that on his teammates, but D.Va's damage is so good now, so I don't know. That was a good wall though, but I don't think he had the HP for it. Like, that was actually a good wall, but he got a little too cocky. Like, he didn't. You don't need to rush it there because you have the Reinhardt in front of you. Like, it's not like the D.Va's really going to do that much. Slow her down a little bit, but now your team's dead. You're pretty screwed. There's no point in you like trying to live here. Just get your ult and back out. Yeah, this is like good spacing here. His team doesn't have that much time though right now. Like, all he has is it's at 80%. Like, right now they need this Graviton to work. They need this Blizzard to work, and if it doesn't work, it's just GG. He Blizzards without the Graviton. Not the worst thing in the world. Free kill on the Lucio is definitely worth, but his teammates die to a D.Va ult, and then his Lucio sound barrier. So, like, you can tell that this is definitely a lower level. I mean, some of his teammates are definitely lower level. Like, what was that? Like, that Graviton could have been so useful like 5 seconds ago, but now it's kind of too late because 2 people already died. It was unfortunate. That was a good kill on the May, though. I would probably just wall off this Lucio and go for the kill on the Zarya that's behind you, unless you know that the Zarya is dead, or whatever hero it was. Yeah, there's the Zarya. How'd that miss? That was really weird. He delayed the point long enough, though, there. Like, it worked out. His Blizzard he should just be working for combos with the Zarya, but him getting kills on Lucio, like trading a Blizzard for a sound barrier, it's probably fine. I mean, it's obviously not like the best trade you can get with a Blizzard, I think, especially if you have Graviton up and like you can combo well. But yeah, his right clicks are definitely better than his left clicks, which is like definitely strange. I'm not gonna judge. Try to bubble wall off the Reaper here, wall off somebody. Them trying to push through the white room is like really good for May because there's not a lot of space for him to come through. And even if you hit a Blizzard right here, yeah, like it's bound to hit somebody. But he chucks his walls a little too fast. Instead of checking the floor or whatever to see where it's gonna land, he kind of throws his crosshair in that direction, and it's really hurting him. Like, his walls could definitely be cleaner, a lot of them. He keeps like letting them go, and then they wind up way too far out instead of where he wants them actually. So it's kind of rough. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are better at flicking than tracking. This is good spam. Like, this is what you want to do. Just try to farm your ult. Just spam into the choke until your ammo runs out. Like, no reason not to. I would wall this Reaper off. He like panics a little bit here. He could have just walled off the Reaper and then forced the 1v1 on the Reaper. That would have had no escape. And that was kind of a free kill. And like, that's kind of the difference between a good Mei or like a seasoned Mei and unseasoned Mei. But him not killing that Reaper might actually lose them the fight because now someone's getting shot at by that Reaper. Like, it's like obviously. And he had wall there, but Mercy has res, so maybe he's just baiting the res. But little too little too. If I was a new player just going into comp, what tips would you give me? I'd say just learn every hero. Like, don't pick a main. I think picking a main is like not the right way to go about getting better at Overwatch. Like, focus on why your hero is good, not when your hero is good. Yeah, main Junkrat. That's definitely the suggestion I would give all new players. Just play Junkrat, man. Just live your life. Just spam some pipes down a choke and hope for the best. Watch all the how to carry on Genji videos. Yeah, follow all the Genji subscriber, or hit all the subscribe buttons on Genji YouTubes. And only watch Genji. Or Bjorn. I mean, his team didn't really have the best answer to the Pharah 2 last round. I mean, his team was really good at holding. D.Va's kind of good against Pharah, but again, like, look at this wall. Imagine if he had just hit the wall on just the Roadhog and the Roadhog couldn't have backed up. The Roadhog might have died, maybe not, but I think he's already down a player right now. He's not hitting tab enough, which I'm not really mentioning, because it's kind of easy when you're playing Mei to see who's alive just based off of kill cam, because you're not really focusing on too much other than your walls. But they don't have an answer to the Pharah other than him. Like, you could argue someone should just switch to Reaper or McCree. I don't hate the Mei though, you know, like the Mei's working. But do they need triple tank against the Pharah? I'm not really sure.
Then we don't have anything that can deal with the Pharah.
I'm at 3850 SR and someone picks Soldier, which I am very good at. Is it better to go with triple tank or go 2 tanks and I go McCree? It depends on your Ana player, right? Like, triple tank's really good if your Ana's good. If your Ana's not good, triple tank blows. So Pharah just gets 2 kills. There's not much you can do though, you know? Like, you either have to hit some crazy right clicks to kill the Pharah, or someone on your team has to kill the Pharah. I would argue that you shouldn't be running the Reinhardt Zarya Mei into a Pharah on King of the Hill. Especially once you lose the point. Like, if you control the point, it's a whole different game. But right now, this Pharah has so much space and is so protected that, like, you're kind of at a disadvantage here. I have 20 hours on Mercy. We all
Behind is dangerous with Pharah.
true. So Pharah kills your Reinhardt. You're just gonna lose this point, I think, unless you hit like some crazy blizzard right now. That was a good wall. I mean, you almost got the D.Va, but you also could have been thrown off the map for sure. You really need to kill this Pharah though. I would arguably say it's your job now to kill this Pharah. I mean, I know aiming is difficult for some people, but the wall frees the hog. Like, it might just be your job to kill the Pharah at this point. Ooh, you missed the wall there. If you had just walled your feet, you might have held that, or you would have lived for sure. Because you would have had time, but I don't know. It looks like your team's gonna clean. No! Oh my God, Tracer, please. Now your Zarya is gravitoning, but your team's dead, and you. I mean, like it's hard, right? Because you played Mei well. Like you could have played Mei better, but you need an answer to kill the Pharah. Like you need someone on your team to kill Pharah. Whether that means you go Roadhog, whether that means you tell someone else to go Roadhog or McCree. Kind of hard, right? I mean, focus on your wall usage, focus on your left click usage, focus on isolating targets, on using your wall to get places as opposed to just blocking people off. But yeah, that was that.